Sadhguru tells the story of a happy little bird who was enjoying the weather so much that it forgot to fly south for the winter. When he realized it was too late, and then flying south, it got cold, its wings um, froze, and it fell to the ground. A cow passing by dropped dung on it. The dung helped thaw his wings and thaw the bird, and it was warm and comfortable. So it started, tweeting, making sounds. A cat came by, heard the sound of the bird, dug up the dung, and ate the bird. You want to know the moral of the story? Stay tuned. Hi friends, welcome back to Authentic Sessions. I'm Bibi, and the moral of the story that Sadhguru is trying to get across is that I know everybody will shit on you, are your enemy. And everybody will take you out of shit, are your friend. And when you're in a shit, keep your mouth shut. Cause in this world, you have trouble, and you don't need to go talk to any and everybody about problems where you have to say, you have to look solution, or you have to try find answers to your problems, or whatever you're going through. So when it comes to trouble, you allow what troubles you to affect you, because if it not concern you, why you gonna make it bother you? And then yes, everyone does. Everybody have troubles. Everybody have then demons that they have to deal with, and problem and all of that. And then I can really attest to the fact that when you have problems and you have troubles, just like go in a solitude. Basically do some me time, do you time, and me can't stress this enough. Me talk about this in other videos when me do. Just value solitude. And people miss out so much and taking and getting, or even making some time for themselves, because some people work, they do 2 jobs, maybe they have school, they have so many responsibilities that they're busy taking care of everyone else and not taking care of themselves. And that really at the end of the day will put a drain on you, because you're busy with everyone else and you're missing out on you. Because you definitely need time for yourself, for reset, for reconnect, Just shut out the noise of the world, shut out everybody and everything, and just being in tune with yourself. And you know, there are benefits. There are benefits to be had when you're going to solitude, or when you just take a time out for yourself, you know. Um, one, rest. We can talk about rest. You know, when you strip away the constant notification, you put away the phone, the television, like turn off the TV, block out the sound of the traffic, the sound of the crowd, just, you know, everything that comes with your life. You just block that out and free up your mind, you know, give your mind space to breathe. And, you know, doing that, it truly allows your mind to rest and naturally helps to reduce anxiety and stress levels while increasing your inner peace. Another benefit to be had is self-awareness. You know, when you sit by yourself and you take off the public mask and the societal roles that, you know, you play, you strip away all of that, and you know, you're allowed to be alone with your true self. You're not obligated to be a parent. You're not obligated to be a wife, to be a husband, to be a partner, to be a friend or an employee. You know, when you strip yourself of all that, you can begin to access deeper knowledge about yourself and, you know, become more aware and comfortable with who you are. You know, you are and you become your own authentic self. All right. Another benefit is creativity. Like for me, I've been practicing, and for me, it's a daily routine for me in practicing me time. Like for me, I do silent solitude, meaning I block out everything, no phones, no nothing, and I'd sit there and just meditate. Sometimes I'll do nature sounds, solitude. I listen to, you know, running streams, water, birds chirping. Like I'm hearing now birds chirping outside, and it's so therapeutic. Um, I listen to the ocean because I have a white noise machine that does that. So that's the only thing I use sometimes when I'm in solitude. If I'm doing solitude with sounds, with solitude and silence, no nothing, no phone, no nothing. And you know, another benefit um to be had being in solitude is, you know, you get to be creative. It gives your mind a chance to process everything that has been taken in, and you know, it gives time to cook it. You know, we as humans, we're problem solvers by nature. We're problem solvers. We're scientists. We're artists. You name it. And you know, all of which require a great deal of creativity. Content creators, vloggers, I should take it that, you know, spending time alone, or some me time. Because for me, like, these are when ideas will pop up, and it helps with being creative, because it being creative requires being in silence, so all those ideas can just come flowing. Spirituality, this is my favorite part of being in solitude, because I mean, no matter your spiritual tradition, when you sink into solitude and silence, you begin to understand the inner connectedness of everything on the earth. And it only gives you inner peace, but it's good for your soul. And it is spiritually powerful in that it allows you to be a part of the world and connect with the more subtle forces at work in the universe. Healing is another thing that it helps with. you know it helps you to work through trauma, disappointment, and even things that needs attention. It tends to rise when you're in that moment, or you're at that point. you know it gives you time to work through your trauma, disappointments. Like I said before, you know you can think of a glass of mud. If you turn your tap on and you put that glass under that tap, you know eventually the mud will be washed away, and you will be looking at a clean glass of crystal clear water. So, like I said, like, these are some of the benefits. Like, for me, just saying it to you and telling you, it's totally two different things. Like, it's something that you'll have to experience. Like, you can only know if you experience it. And I it helps too with connection. And solitude, it actually increases empathy and the ability to connect with others on a meaningful level. And it might sound counterintuitive, but yes, it can happen. It does happen, and it can happen. It helps you to appreciate people in your life more, and can help you diagnose problems in relationships and recognize your behaviors and habits. And this too, I can say, um, being in solitude, like, it I can say it has done, like, great things for me, like things that I didn't even know that could happen, because I can definitely speak of traits and habits I used to have that I can I can safely say I've improved on those traits. Like, say for example, there would be a problem, and then you know, having some meantime, I'm able to really delve into finding a solution for a problem. And I find that for some of the problems, I was the source of the problem. And then what I try to do with prayer, of course, I work on those traits and habits and attitudes, and I can safely say that I'm really doing better now. Like being in solitude, you don't have to go to anyone, you don't have to consult anyone. Like naturally and meaningfully, like if you want to work on yourself, if you want to work on problems, situations that bothersome situations, just just be still. Just be still and listen to that small still voice that you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. And I can definitely say that I'm still a work in progress, but I can definitely see the changes and attest to the changes. And I'm sure family members or people close to me can say, they have definitely seen the changes, because it begins with you. Like if there's a misunderstanding, you don't want to be the one to be pointing fingers. You look at yourself in that situation, and you look to see how you can make the situation better. And I think that was the case with me, where I tried to fix myself first, and then by fixing yourself, the problem isn't there anymore. Like your troubles are gone, or they're going away. So these benefits that I'm going through, I can definitely say, like, over and over, that I am a testimony to them. All right, another benefit is brain health. Is another wonderful benefit, because it gives your prefrontal cortex a break from processing stimuli. I mean, you see, silence, when you tap into something called the default mode of your brain, and when you do this, it lets your mind take over, and daydream and contemplate, and get lost in your thoughts. And there's evidence that this state helps to replenish the brain cells, but that is another, like, neuroscientific session that would take another session to explain all of that. But yes, it does work. And you know just like the story says, man, just like the illustration, like, just do you. Just find a place, schedule a time. If it is even 15 minutes, like, come on, 15 minutes out of your time, just for you, just for yourself. you know just truly tap into this meaningful. I mean, you have to value it. You don't go into me time. Like, you have to clear your head. You can't just say, um come in from work, and then you just go into me time. You can't just, you have to make sure that you're immersed, you're not still immersed in your daily life, like checking your phone. Just like I said before, just shut out everything. Shut out everything. Dedicate a set time, you know, excuse yourself from your responsibilities and focus fully on your development. And like I said, even 15 minutes, the least, because I've gone into solitude for like an hour. So even 15 minutes out of your time, that's not asking much. And I find that these are the best part of my days. Like, my me time, I enjoy it so much that it's just a routine for me now. Like, it's something I look forward to every day. So, friends, just, I mean, it might feel funny or it might feel awkward at first, but once you get to doing it on a regular basis, it becomes part of your life. It becomes part of you, and you will be surprised the changes you make. You know, you're more focused. You don't even worry anymore. You're at peace. Like, nothing nobody says. Like, maybe you might get upset, maybe for a minute or two, but then you just brush it off, and then you're back to your old self. You're back to, and with all of that, always be grateful, always be thankful, always be kind, and all of that. So, you can try these steps. You don't have to just take it one step at a time. You don't have to rush all in. If all that you can do is 5 minutes per day, gradually you'll enjoy it so much that you don't even set a time. You'll just go into solitude and go into silence and go into being still, and hours pass and you don't even notice. But it's worth it. It's always worth it. And I guarantee you that once you start practicing it, you will enjoy it, and it will be definitely a part of your routine, even if you don't get to do it every day. But yeah, just practice these things, man, and then you'll there's so much more benefits to be had than just what I just mentioned here. Because you'll in a problem, man, and you say it to a friend, and then that friend say it to another friend, and then soon your business they're all over the place. And you don't really want that. So just yeah, just try it and see. And I mean, if you're a person who practice this, you can share in the comment section. Like, I mean, you can give your 2 cents on 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 how this helps you, and how you go about it. So yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and drop your comment in the comment section. Until the next time, I'll see you. Bye.